5 mistakes I see brands and some agencies making in Facebook ads account is number 1, top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel. I'm not a big fan of this because you can do almost all of this with broad targeting. Facebook's gonna find the people that are most likely to convert based on broad targeting. They're gonna all automatically retarget people that visited your landing page. They're gonna retarget people that saw your video. So video view retargeting. Not the biggest fan of this. People might say, oh, our retargeting ad set performs very well. It's got the lowest CP. And that's great if you have done incrementality testing. So if you can say that there is a conversion lift of retargeting, then I would say do it. But it's hard, like most people don't do this, and they can just say, okay, in Ads Manager, our retargeting ad set's crushing, so let's spend more there. Without incrementality testing, you don't know how many of those people would have converted anyway. So how much money did you waste on people that would have converted? So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of bottom of funnel, top of funnel type stuff. Anyway, on to number 2. I see ad sets with $10 daily budget when their CAC goal is 50, and that's not going to work because you want your ad sets to have as much volume and data flowing into it as you can. And that's sort of like what Facebook guides with their learning phase. It used to be 50 per week, and now it's at 10 conversion events per week. But the idea is you want your ad sets to have as much data as possible. So if you constrain your ad sets with just a $10 daily budget when your product or subscription costs $50 to start a trial or for a purchase, that's not going to work. So I recommend, if you see that, or if your agency or your media buyer does that, don't do that. Number 3 is no new creatives tested in the last 3 months. So, your ads are going to fatigue over time. And if you're not testing new creatives every month or every week, if you're at high spend, then it's going to be hard to keep growing, because as you spend more, your ad's going to fatigue faster. So you need to test more. And that kind of leads into number 4. I see some brands and some agencies, when I audit ad accounts, they do audience testing rather than creative testing. So they're testing the same creative, but they're testing different audiences, like lookalike audiences, interest stacks. And from my understanding, you're just going to cannibalize your efforts, because creative is the new targeting now in 2024. And when you do that, you're not gonna get the most bang for your buck. So rather than audience testing, I would do creative testing and just do broad targeting. If you're just starting off, maybe you want to test interest targeting and lookalike targeting. As you scale and as you spend more and more, you want to unlock broad targeting. And lastly, I was very surprised that I saw this, but in that ad account, the agency didn't even QA whether the optimization events were firing on their landing page. So this is a foundational thing, but you want to make absolutely sure that if you're optimizing for a purchase, that purchase event is firing when someone buys your product. So you're not just burning cash that way. But yeah, those are the 5. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope this was helpful. Bye.